welcome back to my channel, and more importantly, welcome back to Memorial Day Mystery Weekend. If you didn't see my last video for Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to be posting a new video every single day on my main channel, as well as a new video every single day on my Patreon. And then, the more that you pledge there, the more videos that you'll get this weekend. So, for just $1 though, you'll get 4 extra videos. So if you are interested, I will have the link below. But otherwise, today's case is going to be the case of Kenneka Jenkins. And this is a very, very recent case, so I want to vocally put this out there that, no disrespect to the victim, Kenneka, and I just do not want anybody to think that I'm being disrespectful to her. I really hope that her family does find peace and closure. So, with all of that being said, my typical disclaimer: this is an ASMR video. I'm gonna be whispering. If you don't like that, it's not the channel for you. This is also a true crime video. If you don't find that relaxing and you don't like the idea of it mixed with ASMR, not the channel for you. So, let's go ahead and get into the case. This happened last year in 2017. Kenneka Jenkins, also known as Kenneka Martin, which is her mother's last name, was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Her mother's name is Teresa Martin. I couldn't find any information on her father. I'm not sure if he is deceased or was just not involved in her life, but her mom is very active, and she seems like a really, really good mom, and they loved each other so much. Kenneka was only 19 years old at the time of her death. On September 8th, 2017, around 11:30, Kenneka left her home in the west side of Chicago to go meet friends at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont. Her mother let her borrow the car for the evening on the condition that she be the only one to drive. Friends claim that on the way to the hotel they stopped to pick up a Bluetooth speaker, a bottle of Hennessy, some energy drinks, and some marijuana. So, I think that what all that pretty much says about Kenneka is that she was a very responsible girl. Like, her mom is not dumb or naive. Like, she had to know that they were going to be drinking, but she still trusted Kenneka to do the right thing and, not drive intoxicated. So, she was a beautiful, sweet, responsible, bright young girl. Around 1:13 a.m., Kenneka enters the hotel with 3 of her female friends. And shortly after, around 1:30, Kenneka sent a text to her sister, which would end up being the last time that the family heard from her directly. 6 minutes later, one of the people at the party goes on Facebook Live. This is a really popular video. I'll post a clip here, but the main video is a girl wearing sunglasses and talking to the camera. And a lot of people say that they can see Kenneka in the reflection of her glasses, as well as hear her talking, which I've seen the video and I do agree. I think that that is Kenneka in the reflection of her sunglasses. So at this time, it still seems like Kenneka is doing okay and not in any danger or harm. Around 2:17, Kenneka posts a Snapchat video of what's going on in the hotel. And this shows that there are approximately 30 people at the party. Around 3 a.m., Kenneka and her friends are getting ready to leave the party, and Kenneka realized that she forgot some things like her keys and her phone. So her friends told her to stay put and they would go back to get the things. This is just absolutely bizarre to me, and we'll talk about it later. especially if she had been drinking. Like, why couldn't one of them stay with her? Why did they all have to leave her? That is suspect in and of itself. And just, I could not imagine being at a hotel with my friends and saying, okay, you wait here by yourself. Like, it's just not girl code to me. The girl said that it took between 10 to 15 minutes for them to get back to the room and get back to where they left Kenneka, but when they got back, she was missing. Around 4 a.m., Kenneka's friends call her mom to ask if she's home. And then around 5 a.m., they go to her mom's house and tell her that they couldn't find her. By 6 a.m., Kenneka's mom went to the hotel herself to look. She couldn't find her and ended up calling the police around 7:15 a.m. The operator tells her basically, like, she's probably just being a teenager, like she is an adult, she can do what she wants. Wait a couple hours, and if she's not home, call back. Teresa takes this advice, but does express that she's concerned because her daughter has been drinking, and, like, why would she go somewhere without her cell phone? Around 1:16 p.m., police start to search the hotel. During this search, guests at the hotel start to complain about the noise that Kenneka's family is making looking for her. Can you imagine being that much of an asshole that you complain that somebody is looking for their lost child? Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. There are people that call 911 when there is an accident to complain about being stuck in traffic. Like, somebody could be really, really hurt. Sorry that you're going to be late to work. I can't understand that mindset. At this time, police request that the hotel get surveillance videos together, and they also checked the room, which was room 926, where the party took place. The officers ended up leaving, and they didn't tell the family too much about anything that they'd found. On September 10th at 12:23 a.m., a worker at the hotel walks through an empty kitchen and goes into the freezer. He discovered Kenneka's body, and it was on its side with her face down. One of her shoes was off, and it appeared that some of her other clothing was partially removed. Basically, she's wearing, like, it was a cute outfit. It was like jeans, a jean jacket, and then like a short little like half top. And the top was pulled up, exposing one of her breasts. Kenneka was pronounced dead on the scene at 12:48. Around 1:15, police advised Kenneka's mother that her body was found. And at 4:42, her body is removed from the freezer, covered with a blanket. And then Kenneka's mother and her sister are brought in to identify the body. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office ruled that Kenneka's death was accidental and caused by hypothermia. They stated that her being intoxicated, and she was also under the influence of a drug used to treat, I think, epilepsy and migraines, were significant factors. And just to give you a little bit of like context, her blood alcohol content was 0.112 and the legal limit is 0.08. And that is not me saying that she deserved this in any way. You guys know me, I would never say that, but just to let you know, like, she was highly intoxicated and her friends still left her. Kenneka's family has a lawsuit against the hotel claiming that they tampered with the surveillance footage, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and that they knew about the party going on, that someone should have seen Kenneka stumbling around, which I agree with, especially when we talk about the surveillance, like somebody had to have seen her. And they also claim that they should have had padlocks to prevent freezer access. Kenneka's mom was quoted saying, "If they had taken me seriously and checked right away, they could have found my daughter much sooner, and she may have been alive. So, the surveillance video that the hotel released shows Kenneka staggering around the hotel, bumping into walls and a railing. It shows her entering the kitchen, but the freezer that she was found inside of is out of camera view, and there is not a camera there apparently, so there's no actual video of her entering the freezer herself. On October 20th, the police confirmed that Kenneka's case was closed. There was a graphic post-mortem photo released of her, which obviously I'm not going to show here. I think that it's insanely disrespectful, but it shows, like I said, that her jacket and shirt were pulled up, exposing her breasts, and a lot of experts attribute this to what's called paradoxical undressing. I have heard of this before. It's pretty common with hypothermia victims. Basically, when you get really, really cold like that, your blood vessels start to constrict. So it's kind of like the feeling as if your arm was falling asleep or something, like pins and needles tingling. So people start to think that like their clothes are too tight, or they get warm and they start to take off their clothes. So that is all of the information. I'm pretty sure that the case has been reopened, and Kenneka's mom is like, she's an amazingly powerful woman. Like, I'm just listening to her speak, because she says like, this isn't a race thing. It could happen to anybody's child, and she's just not gonna rest until she finds justice for her daughter, which I think it's amazing, and I think that she's an amazing parent who loves her kids so much. That being said, there are obviously some theories. Like I said before, maybe the friends were involved somehow. Like, it's weird that all of her friends would leave her alone to go get things. Maybe her friends had planned an assault, or like, I know a lot of people have thought about the concept of rape just because of how her clothes were. Like, maybe there were some other people in the party involved. Another theory involves the idea that the Crown Plaza Hotel is also known for people to go missing in the area and is said to be haunted. It is also known for underground, like black market organ selling, so people think that it's possible that an employee led her to the freezer to preserve her organs, or that something happened to her at the party. She got injured and she was put into the freezer to be preserved. I'm not sure how much sense that would make, though, considering that there is video of her like stumbling around. Her sister does claim, though, that if she was intoxicated, there was no way that she could have opened the door. Like, her sister said that she worked at a cafeteria and it was hard for her to open them like sober, and that, Kenneka's a very petite girl, so maybe she couldn't have opened that by herself. A lot of people do think that the surveillance video was tampered with because it did take the hotel a long time to release it to the public. They think that they possibly edited out a person who was maybe like vocally coaching her, like, over here, come here. Or a lot of people say that like her elbow looks locked in the video, like someone's holding it, so maybe they like edited a person out. I'm not sure if they really have the technology to do that, but weirder things have happened. To go along with the whole like organ selling idea, I don't believe this at all, but I do think that it's very interesting. Selena Gomez got a kidney transplant, and shortly after that she made a music video called Fetish, and coincidentally enough, she is in a freezer during this video with like angel wings behind her, so some people have thought that that's related. I think that that is a little crazy, and there's like pictures of Selena Gomez's best friend like with her scar because she donated her kidney, but I still think that that's pretty interesting, and like, what are the odds? And then of course a lot of people think that it was just a bad reaction with medication and alcohol together. Like, maybe, when you drink, for the most part, you get hot. So maybe she got really warm and thought that that was a good way to cool down, and then she couldn't get out, or I don't know. I think that there is something a little sketchy, and even Kenneka's mom has said herself, like, all that she wants is video of her daughter opening the freezer and walking in there herself. So, like I said before, I do really hope that they're able to find justice for her daughter and, for her sister, to find justice for her sister. I think that there are a lot of unanswered questions, so I do really hope that the case was reopened and that they're actively treating it as there was some kind of foul play. So that is going to be all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for two more videos in the next 2 days, and 4 more if you are a Patreon. Yeah, but I think that is all, and I will talk to you guys soon.